Hey there, Pisces. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. Yes, this is Jamie. And if we haven't met, welcome. I'm excited to connect with you. We are checking in for our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising energies. We're just going to see how we can connect in and what Spirit wants you to know. All right. If you are new and you feel connected or you've been here for a little while, it would be unreal and awesome to share the love. You can either like, subscribe, connect with me through the Soul Collective, which is the second link below, where we have a tribe of a couple of hundred people in there. Ooh, okay. This energy, straight up for anyone who is dealing with legalities. This is looking really good. Let's dive in a little bit more. Okay. It's funny how quickly the energy can shift. But yeah, I'm seeing good work here. All right. One more. All right. Interesting. Okay. I feel like things are heading in the right direction here with whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're working on, okay? With the Emperor, the Justice energy, and the Six of Wands, it's just, this is some confirmation that, again, on the legal front, you're gonna have some wins here, okay? It's letting you know that you're crossing a certain line here, a successful line, or you're being recognized and seen in the way or light that you need. Hopefully this is in relation to you versus not somebody else, okay? And we will clarify a little bit more. And what I mean by that is, I think that there's a part of the way or the approach of somebody. It's just that with the Six of Wands and this energy here, it's just there is confirmation of some success, okay? Like I said, crossing a certain line, drawing a line in the sand, but it's recognition of achievement. With the Devil energy, the Fool, and the Four of Wands, just be mindful of someone's approach here, because this can be like jumping into something too fast, too soon. Okay, there's more energy coming through. So look, as always, and as you know, I do deliver energy that comes through pretty straightforward. Obviously, I try to be mindful of the words that I use, because as we connect, this is all energy. So take in only what resonates is really important. In addition, manifest the life that you want by focusing on that energy. Here is, this is fluid, so time changes, energy changes quite rapidly. What I am getting through here for some of you is that someone could be going through a divorce or talking to you about going through a divorce or separation or something of that nature. But I'm also getting to like someone jumping into something else very quickly. It's something about that I'm just feeling. I don't know if there's being. I'm just getting a little bit of a red flag, just a caution. Again, I can understand you meet someone, you've gone through a divorce process or something of that nature. There's something legal going on here. For some of you, it could be marriage related, but this just could be legal aspects. And it's like you got some win, and with whatever this win is, it's like you're going down a new path. If it is with a connection, like a new partnership, it just seems like very fast and very hasty, because you go from the Devil, the Fool, the Four of Wands to the Eight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's something that like ramps up very quickly, or there's like, I want this, I desire this, I'm going to go for it. There's like, I'm just getting this energy, I want this. Like someone is very laser focused here on going somewhere. And I feel with the person. In addition, again, there's further, I don't know, some of you could be invited to an event or choosing to go travel to experience someone or something. And I am seeing this as a way, or someone's feeling this is a way to make something work. Oh, well, if I travel there, I go there, we can make this work. This will make things, yeah, I'm keep getting, we can make this work. It's kind of like proof that by taking this adventure or going and jumping into this, that it will figure its way out. That's the energy behind it. The Six of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles, and then we've got the Temperance on the bottom. I mean, the energy is really nice. You got Temperance, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and then the Two of Cups. So this is looking like a pretty solid endeavor wherever you're going. For some of you, this could be a partnership around work. Or that's what the premise is, that this is about work. So, that might be you justifying, but you might have other intentions, or someone has other intentions here around a situation. But in saying that, I just feel that some of you are going to explore or go a bit of a different direction after some result or some resolve or some divorce or some separation or some contractual win. Yeah, and it's just wherever this is going, I just feel like the need to be somewhere or to be with someone or to go for something. And this could just be like feeling very attracted and connected to it. But again, I'm just a little concerned for some of you that you may not be seeing things fully for what they are, and you're repeating a pattern or repeating a certain behavior. So just be mindful of that. Again, I'm not seeing anything like going totally awry right now. However, just be careful where you're making the decisions from, because the devil, I'm just getting more ego, more like ownership, more I want that. I'm going to do what I need to do to kind of go that direction. There's a little bit of a self, what's the word? Like doing it to fuel oneself, right? I can't think of, it's not self-deprecating. I can't think of the word. But yeah, I just want to say be mindful, okay? But let's see where this is going to go, because I do, like I said, something about an opportunity, an offer to go somewhere or to connect with someone. You're like, yes, I'm doing this. I'm going after this. I just want to make sure it's not being manipulated or forced as part of this situation, because in the allowance of flow is going to be incredibly important, because what I see is happening is something that's going to giddy up, go, connect. Okay, let's go explore this. And then when you get there, you may feel a bit alone. And then you're trying to be okay with that. And you may have to look at a different path forward. Again, the premise, the foundation of whatever this is, I'm just getting like, be a bit cautious, because you may be creating a certain experience and that in your mind, and that experience may not come about. It may seem like it is, but I don't know. I want you to be cautious for yourself, because I feel like something all of a sudden you think is moving forward and then it just goes bam. It's not. I don't feel that the outcome you're expecting is going to be that way. I think you're going to, again, I just think you're going to be a little bit riding solo, even though you think you may be going for another reason. I hope that makes sense, because I don't know what you're doing, but let's see where this is taking us, shall we? Let's have a look at the influence here. Let's have a look at the influence here. Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know? Empress energy, the world. Okay, let's get one more on the world energy. Queen of Cups. Okay. So I do feel there's like something to learn about yourself here underneath it. I did mention about like a certain pattern or behavior that you may not realize you're kind of falling back in again. There could be a part of you that is beautiful and recognizes, you know, your worth, where you fit, how you stand in life, what you're capable of. And I think you're also being seen and recognized that way, which is wonderful. And for some of you, like I said, I do feel like you're going to travel or you're exploring things outside of where you are. But I do feel some of you, you're learning something new about yourself, or there's some actualization that's coming into play around your own patterns and behaviors. And this can happen in this full moon energy with Aries, because maybe there's a part of you that wants to step outside the norms that you normally would operate in, right? It's like a little bit conforming energy. You may want to, you know, step out of that. Interestingly though, with the Queen of Cups also supporting this is a double energy of taking care of self. What do you need to nurture yourself? What do you need to do differently this time round? And again, that's, I think, part of what you may be recognizing here. But naturally you can fall into, you know, old habits, behaviors. And sometimes we don't realize there's that little bit of addictive pattern, personality, dependency, desire, ego, you know, insecurity, but we feed it in different ways, and we don't realize that they're operating underneath, because when we get caught into I guess certain emotions, feelings, excitements in terms of succeeding somewhere, we forget the lesson when we've succeeded. Does that make sense? And then we can find ourselves getting trapped again in certain patterns and behaviors. I don't know why specifically this message is coming through, but it is. So I don't know, just be aware of the potential of that. But I do feel this is great steps forward, because what it's allowing you to do is just readjust, right? There's no right or wrong. I think it's, you know, learning and taking the steps forward as appropriate. I just don't want you to feel let down when you do get to a certain place, believing, again, in the excitement of something, because I think it's great to be excited and connected to something. But again, I don't know if when you get there that the expectation that you have is going to be met as quickly as you desire it, because it seems like it's like someone or a situation is going to quickly pull the reins back, and then you're going to be like, oh, okay. And then you just might find yourself having to spend a bit more time on your own, or do more on your own than you anticipate. I hope that makes sense. So let's see where this is going and what we need to know. The Hanged Man, nice. Bit more Piscean energy. Five of Pentacles. This is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, I feel like you feel like you're going to be let down, but maybe this is a little bit of test, because I know a little bit of testing is coming through for you again about certain parts that you are revisiting about a situation you've been in. So this could be like a little test from universe. Have you figured this out and learnt this pattern or behavior yet that is not exactly serving you? I want to show you that, you know, I feel like Spirit's trying to connect in with you to go, I don't know why, you know, sometimes I do wonder the test, why it does come up, but I think it's also like the affirmation of, you have got you, and my intuition is right, and how I feel and connect into things. Like, I'm not clouded. I'm, as much as, you know, people might say, well, subject to your background in terms of faith or energy, you know, some people are like, yeah, well, you know, I've got trauma, or I'm broken, or whatever else. I just feel like those experiences do allow us to grow. And in that growth though, it's the self-awareness, right? And naturally, when we do have experiences of trauma, and they can come in many different ways, right? And we know that from emotional, financial, spiritual, physical, and, on the mental side. So I just, it impacts us in some way. And sometimes we have different ways of coping, and sometimes we have different ways of, example, loving, our attachment to things, our attachment to people, our pattern of love, falling in love, connecting to love, approval, seeking approval, security, insecurity. So we all operate a little bit differently, but I feel like this time there's a little bit of reflection that you're being asked for, a little bit of reflection to be okay in certain situations, to say no, and be really good in situations to also say yes when it feels connected to self, not in this energy of whatever this is. And I think it's going to be a test maybe of something really wonderful coming into your life, but you can't have it all right now. And it's a progressive energy, and that may what challenge you. Learning a little bit more patience, learning a little bit more timing, because you may be very used to getting what you want. Okay. And yeah, I feel like this is a bit more time on self-reflection and time of care and nurture of self. So, yeah, just an interesting energy that's coming through. Let's get a little bit more here, because what I'm seeing with this Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles is that there's something here, again, to reflect on in terms of situations where you have been let down, situations where you may have, found yourself that you gave and didn't receive, or that, people took, or energetically, there's something here that I feel was potentially lost or taken from you in the past. And it could be someone who just drained you and, didn't nurture you the way that you needed, or the way that a human should be nurtured, right? I think. Yeah. And this is I think the pressure, it's like a bit of a pressure cooker here for you through this experience, which is probably going to challenge you. And this could be the full moon energy and something you need to release upon, because with Aries energy, it is about our individuality, and it is about how we, are seen out in the world. So it'd be interesting where Aries is in your chart as well, because that will give you another component to what this full moon may be releasing. This is not a time for manifesting. This is a good time for releasing. And, Mars also being a ruler, you may find that there's a lot of action you want to take, which we can see here, a bit of action that you may want to take, because you do have the Emperor energy. But it's also too, what is it that you want to make right this time? And there's something about this lesson or this understanding that you're trying to, I think, assess and look at. And do I want to sacrifice certain things again? Am I willing to sacrifice these things again? Is this person or situation worth the sacrifice again? And I think you're trying to make, decisions more thoughtfully, more mindfully. Because I can see that with whatever this loss is, or whatever this, again, I feel like, I'm sorry, I just feel like someone is going to let you down. And I feel it's more a letdown because of expectation. I don't feel this person is intentionally wanting to let you down. I think the expectation of what you feel is happening may not be happening, or that conversation hasn't happened. Or again, you get somewhere, you go to an event, you go to something, and maybe you're expecting a lot more time with this person or in this type of environment, and it's like you don't get it. And then it's more time with self. And I think there's something very particular about that is going to put you onto put you into another place or another destination, but it's going to challenge you with this Ten of Wands. It's really going to challenge you. Let's get a little bit more. It's a lot. And that's what happened before and showed us before, is that this might put you on another path, or a more supportive path. And I know sometimes too that's an interesting thing, right? It's like sometimes like, how did I get here? And then when you look back and connect the dots, you're like, oh, wow. Yeah, if I didn't meet this person and take this chance, and maybe I was being a bit, you know, silly or excitable or whatever, there was this trust either which way that, you know what, if it doesn't work out, even though you had this idea of what you would like something to be like, but even if it doesn't work out, it's okay. Like, I'll be fine. Something that, there's always a reason for something. And I feel like this could be one of those moments where, again, you've been invited to somewhere, you go travel, you go experience something, and then it's like that thing particularly doesn't work out as expected. You might find yourself a bit more spending time with yourself versus the parties or the situation or the person you were supposed to be connecting with. But what I see here is that you might be a little bit bummed about it at first, but I think too, there's also this part of you that goes, you know what? There's something else I can do here. And with the Judgment energy, you've got the Tower, then the Queen of Wands, and then the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel they're going to come around and maybe apologize to make things right, but you get to then decide what you want to do with it, because I feel like another opportunity may present itself that gets you a little bit, more excited to explore something else, or you look at the potential of something else that's going to be more supportive. But I do find that really interesting, the Judgment energy. There's something there that's surprising you that's coming in. I don't know if that's part of the disappointment, because I can see a little bit let down here, but it's someone's going to show up that seems connected to you or recognizes you or is going to make some form of offer. And where things may have been conflicted, it kind of turns it around. And I don't know. It's like the boundaries or the way that you show up and support yourself is going to be really credible for you, because it's going to put things back into balance. So this could be just like a little bump in the road that to align and be able to express yourself, your needs, and for this person to show up that way for you. I do feel this is going to be an important piece to the puzzle again, the dynamics and the lessons and the exploration of self with another person. This has got to do with another person or another endeavor that you're going on, that I just feel someone's going to let you down, but it's more based on expectation. I don't feel it's intentionally done that way. But again, be mindful what you're thinking or how you feel something should be working out. I just feel a little bit of a letdown, but it's more... I got little baby deer thingies outside my window, like really little, so cute. And then you see Mama Bear being really protective. Ooh, cute. So yeah, maybe that's what's about, being protective, protecting what's yours. Yeah. So I don't know, take time to have a look at the plans that you're making, because what's great about this is that you get an opportunity with this energy to look at situations if these situations come up, and then it goes, oh, okay, now I see this, or I've already been here. Okay, this is what maybe I can look at next time. Or the situation kind of arises and then you go, oh, well, maybe I can have the conversation up front and kind of be okay to express myself, ask for what I need, and see if that person can meet me there. There's something about the conversation or this expectation. That's all it keeps giving me, expectation. So I think that's going to be something interesting to explore for yourself. But this is also about strengthening your position, like strengthening the way of expression, and also your own needs and desires. I think is going to be important, because there's a little bit of pressure here that we can see. And once that's relinquished in terms of the pressure on a situation or where you go, or where you're going, yeah, there's an opportunity for something new to go and explore or go and do. But I feel you're getting an offer here of some kind. It's kind of showing up twice here. But I'm also getting a sense that something just gets excited and slows down. So just be mindful of that. It could just be the energy for right now. As you know, we'll connect in later in the week and see what else kind of evolves here with this story. I'm going to leave you there, friend. Much love. Bye.